Welcome back to the show. All right, listen, men on Reddit are sharing questions they're simply too afraid to ask women in real life. And it's actually pretty funny, some of them. So, for instance, one guy is asking, quote, "What's with all the pillows?" Am I right? All right, there was a ton out there. Any that stood out to you?
Well, that one stood out to me, and the answer is pillows are pure joy. Like, why?
Right.
There's nothing wrong with those. I did like it when the question of, do you actually like it when a man approaches you with the intention of asking you on a date? And I mean, I think we can all agree, like, it depends on how it's done.
Yes.
The other day, I will say, I was walking down the street, and a guy came up to me, and he said, "Excuse me, I'm really sorry to bother you, but I just wanted to know, are you in a relationship?" And I was like, "Yes,
Aww.
I'm married." And he said, "Well, I just wanted to say you are beautiful, and I would love to take you out, but I respect your husband's a lucky man." And I was like, "Okay." And it just
Hold on. Was he cute?
he was really cute.
Oh, okay.
He was very cute. And
He got cuter the more he talked.
he did.
This sounds like a Hallmark Christmas movie. I love
it was great. It was a great moment. It made my day. Like, so I think there's a way to do anything. Anyway, I'll stop there. There was a million things on this list.
My husband's on Reddit quite a bit. Babe, what have you been asking? I'm curious. I think pillows are fantastic. I would love if a man approached me properly, but I've been told because I'm so tall that I look intimidating. So a lot of people don't often approach me to ask me out.
That should change.
It should change.
It should change.
Tall women need love too.
There were so many funny ones on there, like the pillows. Do y'all ever wear heels just to hear the clip-clopping of them on the pavement? like you're the main character in a movie? Because that's what I do if I wore heels. And I want to know if there's a woman out there whose brain is on my wavelength or if it's just me.
Not just you.
It's not just, I love that feeling. Do I put on heels just to do that? No, but when I have a good pair of heels on and I'm walking down the sidewalk, I'm feeling myself. Clip.
It's like
clop,
long nails
clip,
on your
clop,
phone.
clip, clop. I mean, yeah, I'm feeling it. Absolutely. It makes me feel powerful.
Horse sounds there, though.
Naturally.
What else?
There were other ones. Do you admire a guy after he chooses to be vulnerable and bear it all in front of you?
That's what they're afraid to ask.
I think that's what they're afraid to ask.
Well, because they don't know. They get mixed messages.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, be vulnerable, show your things, but we don't want you to cry. Like, I think it's very confusing for a lot of guys.
I really love it.
You love it? I do.
In the right context. Again, it's all got to be what it is. I do think a lot of guys still have questions, and I'm not going to go down this path too far, but about menstruation. There was a viral video going around recently of a comedian who was talking about I think one of the first women who was put up to space, and they sent her, she was going for 5 days, and they sent her with 100 tampons.
What?
And she was and she was making jokes about this. So I sent the video to Jason, and Jason goes, "Well, to be honest, like, I don't know how many you'd need for."
Yeah.
So there's still a lot of questions.
But has he wanted to ask you and is afraid to ask?
I gave him the information. I gave him the range. I gave him the range of cycles, and then he tuned me out, and he was on to something else.
I think that there's a set of questions that people who aren't in relationships or don't know you yet are afraid to ask, like shoes, period, whatever. And then there's a set of questions that once you're in a relationship, then they're afraid to ask.
Right.
So I think there are two categories of questions. Like my husband knows most of the things, most of the answers to these questions. But the question he is now afraid to ask in our relationship is, there's one.
What?
Do you need anything? Because when he comes to me and he says, do you need anything? Because that question is often tossed off and it's like, no, right? I always need something. And when he asks, it always comes with I have to get up, I have to go get the water or the apple or her phone or whatever. Right? A husband's worst fear is asking, do you need anything?
Yeah, it's true. Jam Gamble, as always, a pleasure having you here. Thank you. Thank you.
It was a good laugh. Good laugh. Thank you.
Thanks for watching. We've got lots more discussion and debates on everything from food and fashion to pop culture and current events. Don't forget to click like and subscribe.